And as you saw, San Francisco is experiencing some widespread outages right now. People in the Ingleside neighborhood say they were in the dark, but just for a short time as that storm moved on through. So let's go to KTVU's Jana Katsuyama, who continues our team coverage tonight with that part of the story. Good evening, Jana.
Hi, Claudine. Boy, we thought that we were doing pretty okay until just a couple hours ago when the wind started picking up. We're in the Ingleside neighborhood, as you mentioned, and straight down, it went all the way down to San Francisco State where they had this outage, including homes and businesses, such as this business we found, Nate's Barber Shop. He said that he was actually doing people's hair at the time when all the lights went out, and then he had to try and use his cell phone as a way to finish up on the haircuts. But this is just one of the many places where they lost power today for about an hour. And this is one of the things that the city workers were preparing for all day as they prepared for the high winds that swept through the city. Even before the rain clouds blew in, the wind was gusting through San Francisco.
So there's an earthquake because it was so shaky.
This woman says strong winds were shaking her house, and when she got downtown for work, she came prepared with an umbrella. The city's public works department has increased staffing.
But right now, with this wind, we're looking at maybe 55 miles an hour it can get up to. That's high winds in San Francisco. That's where our concern is. Our street trees are going to be closely watched right now. That's our big concern with high winds. We have about 125,000 street trees in San Francisco. When it's windy, some trees come down, either branches or trees. So we really want people to be careful.
Crews worked to get ahead of the storm, trimming trees that posed a danger. The winds were enough of a worry that the city posted signs shutting down Stern Grove and Pine Lake Park Wednesday.
It's warranted because a lot of the eucalyptus trees are old, and they've had trees that have come down. I've seen a lot of trees that have come down, like mostly where the dog park area is.
We have our crews on standby, arborists, heavy equipment operators.
Park spokesperson Tamara Barrack-Apperton says if needed, other facilities might close for safety.
If they get even wetter out, we'll close the golf courses. That hasn't happened so far, but we're always monitoring the weather.
The Public Works Department had this request for the public.
If you see a tree that's leaning or that looks like it's vulnerable to failure, get out of the way, number one, and then call 311 so we can get a crew out there right away.
That's right. That reminder, 311 if it's not a big emergency. But if one of these trees comes down on a power line, they say make sure that you call 911 so that they can get the fire department out there to take care of the problems. Claudine?
All good advice. All right, Jana, thanks so much for that report.